Greetings, everyone. It's Ivan here, and today I'm going to talk about this recent drama. Well, it's been about a month or so now, but man, a lot of people have been talking about it, and why not give my perspective from an astrological numerology perspective? Let's get into it. So, what we're looking at is the inside is Wes Watson, the person we're talking about's chart. When he was born, this is where all the planets were. As you can see, his sun is in Scorpio, born November 19th, 1983. In terms of Chinese astrology, he's born year of the boar, a boss hog. I'm sure he would like to claim to be. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hogs out there, you know what I'm saying? And let's see. His life path would equal 33. Now check this out. If you haven't already heard, shout out to GG33 Gary. He made that 33 very popular. Honestly, never really heard about Life Path 33 before him. Not saying that it wasn't there. Usually it goes up to 11 or 22, but you know what I'm saying. That's the thing about numerology and astrology. You know what I'm saying? There's many different forms, many different ways you can read a chart, but that's besides the point. Wes Watson being the 33 life path, he has a 2 3s in it. Normally you don't break down the life paths, but when someone's not living up to the potential, because with a lot of power comes responsibility, thus the master numbers, they've earned that name because people born either 11 or 20 on the 11th or 22nd, or have when their birthday adds up to 11, 22, or 33, for example, gives a lot of potential, a lot of power to somebody. And on the outside was the day of April 25th, 2024. And if you add that up, it would be 8, 10, 15, 19. It'd be 19. So 1 plus 9 equals 10 or 1. So it being 2 plus 7, the 7 day, but a 7 day, but universally too, when you add it all up, it's a 1. When you talk about ones, they're not the type. They're the type to be exactly what Wes Watson was. When you see the video I'm about to show you, just all in your face, very aggressive, very ambitious, very athletic, very just all about me, 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 me. That's the negative about them. Although they can be leaders, they're the leaders for sure. They're the trailblazers. He definitely blazed a trail in his own right, but that was just the energy of the day. And now when you mix up the moon and Pluto, or moon and Scorpio, which adds drama, which adds emotion, heightens emotions. That's whenever the moon is in Scorpio, I have that too in my chart. A lot of drama, a lot of karma has to be repaid. Wes Watson talks a lot about karmic debt. One thing I really liked about him in the beginning, let's talk about in the beginning with Wes Watson. Because when I first saw his content 2019, he wasn't he hasn't been out he wasn't out of prison for that long. He said he did 10 years, California GP penitentiary, general population. For those who don't understand what that means, there's general population where just the common inmates go, and the special needs yards are those who done things like sex crimes, who just need special protection, special needs. Like, I'm not going to go into too much, but in the prison in California, it's very political, very racial. There's different groups, whether it be whites, blacks, Asian, others, Samoan, Pacific Islanders, and the Mexicans, which have the North and South division. Um, they battle against each other, and Wes Watson, him being a Scorpio and being born year of the pig, what does that mean? Scorpio off the top deals with the criminal element. They love power and control. They love death. Death, when you deal with the criminal element, death, whether it be drug dealing, gang banging, mafioso, just that's all Scorpio. When you look in his chart, he has Pluto in Scorpio, which even heightens that. He has Saturn in Scorpio in the first house, which means Saturn wants to bring structure, stability. He's a practical engineer. He wants to bring practicality from the mysterious, mystical, unknown witchcraft residue power of Scorpio. Scorpio is the most powerful sign. Why? Because it deals with power and control. Who have a strong Scorpio in their chart, man, I'll tell you what, they're all about that money. And you'll get a glimpse of what I'm talking about when you see the clips I'm about to show you. What does he define as success? Because he was in a group, Fresh and Fit, but they all gave their explanations. They're all version of what success is. But Wes Watson's was straight materialistic. I'm not gonna lie. He's honestly what you would expect a very, although he's very wealthy, he has a lot of money, a very low vibrational Scorpio would say. But let's go back to the beginning. I actually really liked Wes Watson in the beginning. He really was someone he understood that if you do wrong to others, it's going to come back to you. That whole karmic debt thing. It's going to be a key thing why I mentioned that. Because 8 rules Saturn, and we're in an 8 universal year. 2024 equals 8. 8 rules karma. And he's getting his fair share of karma that he has to pay off. And he always talked about that, which I really rooted for him at first. I was like, you know what? For someone who just came out of prison, he's finally starting to realize. He talked about universal laws too, how again the karmic debt, it's everything has a meaning. And for a while I was thinking, you know what, perhaps he really is trying to find the meaning of life and why people do things, and you know what I'm saying, why we move the way we do. And he's very entertaining, I'll give you that too. He really, that 33 life path, he really worked that up, because he knows how to talk. He has a good mouthpiece, I'll give him that. And when you look at this North Node in the 8th house, which is in Gemini. 8th house deals with me and my partner's money, corporate endeavors. Gemini deals with communication, salesman. He sells. He sells himself. Sells his program, sells his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? He's a salesman. He has to be. And he makes a lot of money. Look at that. Jupiter in the 2nd house, although it's in Sagittarius. How he makes money. Normally how Scorpio makes money when they have Jupiter, the sign of abundance and prosperity and growth and all that good stuff. You know, he's going to travel, he's going to talk, he's going to speak with foreigners. You know what I'm saying? He's going to he is in a sense, he is very philosophical. He sells that too, again with the karmic debt and your self-talk. He talks about the self-talk a lot, and how your self-talk really how it will impact you, which is true. You know what I'm saying? And when you have all this energy here too, he's going to travel around the world, and he's going to make a lot of money doing that, speaking with foreigners, teaching, publishing, lecturing, things of that nature on TV, because your when you have Uranus in the second house, it deals with like television, electronics. He did a lot of it through the internet. You know what I'm saying? If you really follow his journey, it all started off on the internet. YouTube, doing his motivational speaking at first, karmic debt, universal laws, self talk, you know what I'm saying? Talking about his prison experience and whatnot, how he reformed. And I really appreciated that. 2019 again, it was the year of the pig too, so it was a good year for him to do that. Sometimes people don't know when to do things, especially when the energy's right with them. But if you have good karma, you just naturally will go down that path. If that makes sense. If you have good karma, you naturally will live out your destiny, even if you don't really plan it out in a sense. Although I've learned in my study of spirituality that we all came down here with the mission already. Just a lot of us forget. But some of us, if we have good karma, man, we just naturally we just get this instinct that we should do this, you know what I'm saying? We really want to do it, and we do it and we thrive. You know what I'm saying? And that's in a way that was Wes Watson in 2019. And I really did appreciate that about him. He really did give me some motivation. Me being a born year of the hog, born year of the pig as well. It really was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And he just came out doing a prison bid, you know what I'm saying? And me going what I was going through, and in a way I felt like I was in my own mental prison, just just keeping myself away from people too. In a way, I've I could relate to him because he lost a lot of time not really being able to do whatever he wanted to because of the whole being in the system, which you really can't. Your life is in their hands now. The prison offers and all that, even the prisons with the gangs and whatnot. He made it all of that, and he wanted to change his life, and he did. And I really respect that. But now let's fast forward to today, 2024, year of the dragon. Next year, year of the snake, which is the enemy sign of the pig. So sometimes it starts early, man. Sometimes it hits you early. You know what I'm saying? And he was in Florida, which is a snake state. If he was in Miami, which is a snake city, it's even worse. The only city in Florida that's actually okay for a pig to be at for a little bit would be Fort Lauderdale. Even then, I wouldn't even really recommend living there. It'd be cool to hang out if you want to go to Florida, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up in Fort Lauderdale, but I don't know where he was at. But him being in Florida already, a snake state, was not a good place. No wonder he got all this drama. And guess what? Although he was born a a boar or pig, hog, whatever you want to say, which in the Western astrology would be Taurus, because the boar makes is the one that makes the most money. He's the most lucky with money. And in Western astrology, Taurus would be the most lucky with money, is the sign of money. You know what I'm saying? There are some differences, you know what I'm saying? Because the boar doesn't necessarily represent love. Taurus is the sign of love and money, beauty, stability, security, hardworking, discipline, laziness, all that, the good and the bad. They're extremely stubborn. And you're going to see how stubborn Wes Watson is. and and while Scorpio is actually the snake, it makes sense, right? Scorpio stings, they sting you, kill you. Snake bites you, venomous, you know what I'm saying, kills you that way. Both use venom, both sting and bite you. So it's funny how that works out, huh? And then let's go into what the energy was like that day. So when he was born, although he was born in November, Scorpio, he has a strong Gemini, Sagittarius energy. Because look at all that energy in Sagittarius in the second house. Although Sagittarius, or the second house, is normally Taurus, and then the eighth house is normally Scorpio. It just doubles the power of that Scorpio Taurus energy that he has going on. And for all those who wonder why he bought that house, a Scorpio, although soul's purpose is a Scorpio, how the world looks at you, how your public relationships, public affairs, how the world sees you, how it sees him as Taurus. And when you have the moon in Taurus, that the moon represents home, family, stability, security. So what does a Taurus need to feel secure and stable in this world? A big old house with a lot of art, very beautiful home, ideally beautiful women there too to have what, because Scorpio needs to poke things, you know what I'm saying? Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? That's the sign of sex. And look at all the energy there. The Sun, Pluto, and Saturn. Yeah, he's a horny goat for sure. He's a pig for a reason. Shout out what's his name? Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He was a pig too. And if you know anything about Magic Johnson, he got down when it came to sex. So to all those who wonder why he bought that house, it helps him feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Makes him feel good. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he didn't have it all when he grew up. You know what I'm saying? Someone who also has this current president, Joe Biden. He's in the White House. Just an example. But let's continue. But that was then. So the energy was North Node in Gemini, which is the destiny wheel. He should be a salesman, and he is. Sell himself, communicate, talk, chop it up, just run his mouth, talk his game, spit your game, talk your shit. That's what he's supposed to do, and he's doing that. He's doing that. On the downside, though, you know what? Also, Sagittarius rules religion, and when you check out the clips I'm about to show you guys, man, when that guy Andrew Wilson started talking about family, religion, being a godly man, God fearing, whatever, God fearing, actually, God fearing is the more appropriate. They Wes Watson started to get a little irritated. You know why? Because he felt like he was taking jabs at Wes Watson's materialistic view on success. Money, ripped, rare, rich, rare, ripped, what he says. And Andrew Wilson was saying, you know what? I believe being successful is having a family, taking care of your family, believing in, the God of the Bible, which I don't believe in, but you know what I'm saying? That's, hey, everybody entitled to their opinion, right? That's what he believes success is, and hey, that's more power to him. You know what I'm saying? We all learn in our own way. But Wes Watson, that I don't know why he got so triggered, but he's like, how dare he? How much money you got? But the energy right now is a North Node in Aries, which means people are gonna tend to be wanting to be alone, find themselves, start a new job, start something new in general, start a family, start a career, start a project, start something, something new. They're gonna begin something, find themselves, find something new about themselves, things of that nature, and be careful with your head too, because that adds danger and aggressivity, um, and fire. It's gonna be a lot of heat. That the fire is in Hawaii. It literally, the energy shifted from, it was here from 2022-ish, and then July of 2023 it hit here, and it's gonna be here until the next year. July of 2025 is gonna be in Pisces, but right now it's in Aries, and the one that's the opposite of that. Well, people are gonna deal with the Libra, which deals with Aries is about me, while Libra is about us. Libra is about partnerships, relationships, the law and order, how the public views you. Aries is the soul's purpose. That's the sun sign. Whenever people talk about the sun sign, usually Aries, 'cause everything begins in Aries. They were born whatever month they were. It's always that first house. But when it comes to Libra, that deals with the law, deals with how people see you, and partnerships, marriage contracts, things of that nature. And Wes Watson, I must say, you are having a very bad time with the public relations. Why? Because you acted like a jerk. You acted very much like a very low vibrational Aries mixed with Scorpio, mixed with Taurus, mixed with Libra. And Gemini, just talking legions of shit. But you know what? It takes forever to build a career, but it only takes one moment to destroy it all. And I hope this reach. I know I don't have as much money as you, so you're probably gonna disregard what I'm saying. If anybody get to your head, it'd probably be Gary GG 33, his group, or some. There's some other people, but I don't think they. Nah, they are. I think honestly, I think Gary from GG 33 would be the only guy. But Wes is a pig and he's a snake, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. They both talk legions of shits and they're both 33 life paths, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But he has the money and he has the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? He'll give him basically the same shit stuff I'll tell him, but some differences of course, but more or less the same. He definitely would have told you don't why you were in Florida, dude. That's not the place for you to be. You should be hitting up like Hawaii or something. Hawaii would be probably the best place. Ohio's another. Um, um. Shoot, where's that? I had a form of where some places, but off the top of the dome, I know Hawaii would probably be the only place that actually like fit Wes's taste. But I'm saying, oh, here you go. It would be pig states, for example, Vermont. I don't think he want to be there. Ohio, I don't think he wants to be there. West Virginia, I for sure know he don't want to be there. Hawaii, that's probably the only place in the United States that's a pig state he probably want to be in. Granted, I'm not talking about the cities, but for goat, it'd be Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Oregon, or Oklahoma. And then for a cat, Alabama and Nebraska. So, given his choices in terms of states that are friendly for him, Hawaii would probably be the best fit. But hey, he wanted to be in Florida, right? And that's what happens, Wes, when you choose to live in your enemy sign, in the state of your enemy sign. But let's get into this. I don't want to take too long, but I just wanted to give you guys a preview of Wes Watson, how it has come up, and what I. And again, this is not to really roast him. This is just me as a fellow boar, born near the boar, giving you advice, Wes. I'm. I hope you don't take this goes one ear out the other. But hey, if it does, it does. At least I can say I reached out, because it could be beneficial for both of us. But who knows? Let's go into it. What does Wes think success is?
Okay. Okay. And my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich,
Yep.
if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at your dumb fucking ass. But this is the whole fucking point.
Hey, there's some dudes in that group he's talking to.
How the fuck are you gonna lead people if you don't realize your weakness is their way out? They're not gonna listen to you. You're sitting there possessing shit that they don't want to have. So I mean, this is what people say. Oh, it's not about the money. It's about family, Wes. It's about this, about that. Motherfucker, when you're making money, it's about the money. When it's family,
Mm-hmm.
it's about family.
Okay.
When you're at the gym, it's about muscle.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing, it's about that.
Okay.
There's no black and white life. It's the gray area. You have to be good at everything. That's the goal, to really excel in every area.
Okay.
I roll in most rooms with successful entrepreneurs, and it's pathetic. They'll have like a before and after picture of their fitness shit, and their after picture looks like their before pic. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're not embarrassed of this shit? Like, you have enough money, and that's what you put out. You're that big of a pussy.
Hey, real talk though. Man, shout out Fresh though, but he's indirectly he's talking to him. Maybe him. Maybe. I don't know if Bandman Kevo works out and everything, but I know Myron works out. I know he works out. And then the two guys, the three guys here on this side that he's gonna talk to eventually, especially this guy right here, Andrew Wilson. Yeah, they're not ripped themselves, but hey, they, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miguel though. He got a lot of game when it comes to that crypto. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Shout out to him, fellow 9 Life Path. What's up?
Like, I just can't get behind anything that's not done at a high level. So knock the
I
one
mean, I
thing
can
off the
respect that.
board first, then the next thing, then the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jados is ripped, rich, and rare. I mean, the whole thing. What's rare mean to me? It means no vices. It means no drugs, no alcohol, no bullshit.
No steroids.
Not to hide behind nothing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want. You don't. I don't need you to be a billionaire to say you're rich. Or
Good.
people, they'll see that
You don't got a
I
Billy
rent
either.
my place. It's $95,000 a month. But they're like, you rent your place. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't understand how.
See, that's where that place would go. That Moon and Taurus. He loves that place because he spent a lot of money on it. Makes him feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Even operate at my level. People don't buy a $24 million house. They buy $24 million worth of properties that would bring them more money. You don't dump all that into that fucking liability and live in some $24 million
That's a typical
pad you
Scorpio
bought
right there.
stupid. Fucking make
Corporate
investments and bring it
endeavors.
back to this. But everybody thinks they know some shit. And if you don't have the results that I want in some area, I can't fucking listen to you. So most people, I won't listen to them. What are they gonna tell me? Some motherfucker comes up to me at the gym. He's like, hey, you should do your push-ups like this. And I say, why? So I can look like you, motherfucker? And
It's
the guy's
tight.
like, oh, no, but like, it looks like you're going to hurt your... Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm end up with
That
your
Scorpio,
chest.
I'm telling you, that's
Why
sarcasm.
would I want that?
Sarcasm.
Or these
He's not even
motherfuckers
being
go in my
sarcastic.
comments
He's
and
just being
I'll say some shit on
spitting
purpose.
venom.
I'm like, rent or buy. And if you ain't at the level to even do either of these, shut the fuck up and don't even participate. And they just get mad. It's like, you don't get to have an opinion if it's not an option for you. You don't get to say my chick's BBL and her fake tits aren't for you. You couldn't get her, you dumb motherfucker. You got a goddamn 3. And that's the worst thing about these motherfuckers. They try to give you relationship advice. Motherfucker, you got a borderline Miami 2.
Damn.
That's like a fucking Mississippi 6. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This
Don't
dude's
give me
stupid.
relationship advice to my 10 when you got a 2, motherfucker. Shut up. But this whole thing, people don't think
Damn, he's being a snake right now. He's being a Scorpio.
Watch what they say around a
He's
motherfucker
talking,
who's
spitting
beating them in
venom.
every area. And if someone is beating you, just ask them. Just be humble. Like, your bitch is better than mine. How'd you get her? That car's way more than mine. How'd you do it? You make more than me. What's up? Like, just fucking ask. And that's the thing. People aren't humble enough to ask. That's my shit.
Man, these backhanded comments.
You better have a bad bitch. You better be ripped. You better fucking be rolling some sick shit. That's what I like. I grew up hustling. There's be rims on my goddamn Phantom. Go out front.
He grew up drug dealing. That's why he went to prison for drug dealing and assault, by the way.
Fuck that. Chick's got upgrades. Done.
Well said, Wes. God damn, with the fire. Shit.
I've been watching Goldie's content. That's the reason. I've been watching Goldie's content. He be getting me in trouble.
I don't know who Goldie is. Shout out Goldie.
He's making too much sense.
Shout out to Goldie. All right, what about you?
Here it comes.
Follow that up. It's tough, right?
Here it comes.
Hey, what you guys were saying earlier, I need to know what the fuck you said in English.
Okay, so my definition of success will probably be far different than everybody else's on the panel. I'll probably maybe be the lone dissenter, but my definition.
Remember, Wes Watson has his South Node in Sagittarius, which means religion. Although he has a Jesus tat literally right here on this side. Jesus tat. When he starts talking about religion and family, look how he reacts. Which is expected to me, for me.
Having a family, having children, and being part of the apparatus of the world. And true wealth is a rejection of materialism. Christ said himself, what good does it benefit a man to gain the entire world at the cost of his
Talking
soul?
about Jesus Christ now.
And essentially, when I think of wealth, I think of materialism. It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to become rich, become wealthy. But I just
It's
think
not,
it's all beside
you know
the
what I'm saying?
point, ultimately. You're trying to go for a
Prosperity,
single
abundance
thing,
is our natural
and
state.
it's to achieve something greater
You have
than
money.
the person.
He couldn't. He couldn't hold it. You got money.
No, I don't have money.
Hey,
But
pull
here's
out
the thing. Why
100,000
is
right
money
now.
valuable?
What you talking all this shit? Pull out milli right now. What's up?
I'm just asking, do you have money?
I just said no.
How much you make a day?
I'm broke. I'm a nobody.
But really, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I have to know.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti.
I wish I knew Andrew
Lambo.
Wilson's birthday. I tried to find out, but I couldn't find it.
Probably $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
Can anyone answer for the guy?
Why do they think I'm kidding? I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot of money.
Bless his heart. That's a beautiful
This is
thing.
the thing. This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being.
Oh,
not
here we
being
go.
in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if he does have money, he can't say that.
Why not? Why can't you say? Why must you have the thing before you hang on? Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed to
I
ask
know
the
what you're
question?
gonna say.
Then what was I going to say?
You're gonna say why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so
Wrong.
that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about
You
it.
think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even
I was
people,
asking if you did.
Even poor people experience days of wealth.
I was
They
asking
can-
if you
even
did.
poor
I don't know
people-
who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
No,
it's
definitely not. Definitely not.
Yes, they do.
Definitely so. Definitely so.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking studies.
It does not
bro.
hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
why
Well,
don't
look
you
at,
even
are
let
you
me
proud?
quit?
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've
Tell
been.
me-
This is the classic bad boy prisoner gangster thug clashing with the good guy church boy who wants the family. He's raising his family. Although I think he is a stepdad. I haven't really looked into his stuff too much. Honestly, know Wes Watson more than Andrew Wilson, but I must say Andrew Wilson, man. Although I don't necessarily believe with everything you say, but raising a family, being successful, I can agree with that. Family is the most important thing. When the man has it all, in the end, who he wants to leave it to, his family, his children.
You're fucking proud
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking prison?
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucking.
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
raped up the
No,
ass.
we don't. Men do not go to prison. No, we do
They go to
not.
prison where they get raped.
You get your ass
No,
beat.
sir, we
You
do
think
not.
that's better? You think that's better?
We do not make it wink for the correctional officers. We do not make it wink. I repeat, we do not make it wink.
Let's let him get
Please
his.
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out and then.
Tits.
We got different opinions.
Yeah.
Titties.
Anyway,
No disrespect to all the men that went to prison, but I repeat, we do not make it wink.
but anyway, if you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And yes,
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Wes, you are a hog. You are a pig, just like me. But I can't let you get away with that. Men do not go into prison and have another man tell him squat, cough louder, cough again. Oh, I didn't see it. Make it wink. Cough louder. Make it wink. Nah, man. We don't. Nah, man. We don't do that. We don't. That's not what men are supposed to do. Again, but respect to all the men who had to go through that. That's not right. I understand. But if Wes is really trying to push this line where men have to go to prison, if you're not a man, if you go to prison for at least as long as he did, so supposedly 10 years, no, I'm gonna shut that down real quick. We can square up and everything, Wes. We can do all that. I'd rather have a conversation with you, but honestly, seeing how you are now, I don't even think you want to talk. You can run that fade though.
I do think that a rejection of materialism
Men don't
is
make a
something
wink.
missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family.
I'm
And I
gonna
think
stand
that
on
true
that.
wealth is having a wife, and true wealth,
I want
that is what
freedom.
I think it is. And that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face
Facts.
and doing everything you can to support them.
Facts.
So when you go to the beach with your family, they're like, "There's my stud dad right there, standing there.
Do you have
that stud right there with his shirt off?
Do you have children?
Look at that
Do
stud.
you have
He
children?
doesn't, by the
I
way.
do have children.
How
He's a
many?
stepdad.
I have two.
You have two. So
He's a
are you saying
stepdad.
that you're-
He's not even married to her. Not even his wife. Not sure why he's claiming them. But I just wanted to put that out there. He actually does not have two children. They're not biologically his. He's not even married to the girl. Boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm sure a lot of you know how that goes. He may as well love the children, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do. Sometimes the children are cool. But they're not his though. You can take them away from you
your
anytime.
money and everything
If
else
they
is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining.
That
You're
is
just
a
making an
product.
argument.
I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack. You're gonna.
Wes, your pants are too tight to be doing all that. Let's be honest. And like I'm not gonna lie, it does look nice. I even will admit it does look better. A man being in shape, having money, having all this stuff together compared to having all this stuff together and having a dad bod. Yes, I admit you will definitely. I think it's fair to say you would have a more better self esteem. You definitely would be able to look at yourself and be like, I look good. But still, even if you're not ripped and you're taking care of your family, I'm sure you still feel good about yourself. Sure, I might not have a six pack. Sure, I might not have, all this muscle on me, but my woman still loves me. My children love me. I'm taking care of my family. Hey, let me have my belly shit. I want to eat.
All right. Do you usually attack armed men in Florida?
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's just.
Right, see, they're in Florida.
I've never seen such a pathetic motherfucker.
Okay,
Let's
well,
chill out a little bit, man. A little bit.
This is not what men
Let's let
look
him.
like.
Let's let him.
What do they
finish
look
this
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners?
Yeah, fuck.
Is that what they look like?
This is
let's
the
let
problem in
him- let's-
society. It's people like
What?
just think they can talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can.
Stop it, Wes. Let's check out this guy's little info about Wes.
All white while having his period. Now he decided to immediately attack this man's physical features. He couldn't compete on an intellectual level, so because he failed to be able to
Shout out
articulate his
Steven
ideas, he
Strangles
decided to
people.
stand up, change his body posture,
First time I've
and
seen this
raise
channel,
his
but
voice while insulting this man, telling him to lift his shirt up. It's true what they say: the loudest man in the room is typically the weakest.
Yeah.
But even Wes's story about prison seems to be inaccurate as well. He claims to have done 10 years.
Oh man, I was in prison for 10 years. 10 years. 10 years.
From what a lot of people that are far more educated on the subject than I am, they say that he never actually served 10 years, maybe closer to 7 or 8. He also claimed to be in a level 4 prison, but he actually never was in a level 4. I don't think he's ever went anything above level 2.
So there goes a full screenshot, and you'll see Wes Watson's name at the top as well, right? It only shows that he did time in one prison in California, and that was reception center. So this dude did not even do one day in a regular general population prison in California, yet he has all these videos like he did. The men just continue.
shout out to a Convict's Perspective. Shout out Flacco, Northern California. Represent. What it do? Shout out Northern Cali. Shout out all California, you know what I'm saying? But this But the guy who's speaking right now was from Northern California.
He used to tell lie after lie after lie.
He was actually a
How do you
prisoner.
get your ass beat?
He actually did time in California.
That's better.
Let's let him give his definition of success. And then
Having tits and 10-inch arms is what a man is.
let's
You
let him-
guys.
let's let him
Please
get
don't
his-
listen to that.
Do you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you
Now, interestingly enough, Wes Watson does have 2 children, but they're not actually his blood
Yes, see?
children. His current girlfriend had kids with another
Damn,
man.
she got a better jawline than me. Bam. She got a nice jawline. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get my jawline like that. Hey, she got a jaw though, boy. What the? Is she Latina? Oh wow. Okay, he was talking all that shit about Mexicans have a sloppy body, but look who he's with. Even if she's not Mexican, she's still Latina.
And from what I understand, so a little bit of an inconsistency. It's not that easy to have kids when you're stacking as much steroids as this guy's stacking.
God damn it.
you're still whining. Stop whining.
That
You're
is
just
a
making an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack. You're
Straight
gonna
up.
attack.
Nobody's
Do you
white.
usually attack armed
This is
men in
how I
Florida?
talk.
Hey, Wes, that's not a good
Look at
idea,
his
sir.
goddamn self.
Guys,
I've never
guys.
seen such a pathetic mother.
Okay,
Let's
well,
chill out a little
I'll-
bit, man. A little bit.
And now he's threatening a physical attack on someone because he can't get the reaction he wants. See how he keeps changing his body language, standing
All right,
up, facing him.
I think we get the point. But that was my video for today. To all those born in the year of the pig, if you want to look it up, from what I remember back, it was from 83. And remember, the Chinese zodiac starts like a new moon, usually in early February, late January, usually around that time. 83, 95, 2007, 2019. Those were the latest pig years. And again, the enemy of the pig is the snakes. And next year is the year of the snake, 2025, which would be a 9 universal year. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Any questions, hit me up. Peace.